Good day, guys. Good day. I'm here very early. Normally I'm like, oh, I forgot to do something, but I'm here. So we're going to take a little look at Faction Onslaught. Not a major look, just a little look. I'm going to be honest, I tried to make a video about it, but it is not 100% easy to make a video about this because you can't get much gameplay out of it. You need basically an entire faction on your side and an entire faction on the other side to get it done, you know? So that's the biggest problem. But this is the description of Faction Onslaught. A player's highest historic team grade determines the points multiplier. Basically works exactly the same as PvP leagues. Energy can be purchased individually or for the entire faction. We'll look at that in a minute. To defeat an enemy player, eliminate all of their lives. Each player has 4 lives. I don't know why it's got 3 skulls there. It should have 4 because each player has 4 skulls. We just got an Onslaught battle, so I can show you it. Defeating all enemy players rewards your faction with victory bonus points. Defeated players can be targeted, but can't be targeted. So, like, if once someone's lost all 4 of their lives, they can't be attacked, but they can still attack. I think that's a pretty big upside. So, this is Faction Onslaught. It looks like it's a small battle, but it's your entire faction. Everybody's here, and every time you fight, it will be like this, and people don't need to sign up. Like, I would say all of these people aren't here, it's just me. So when this goes live, effectively you could have half your faction asleep while you're fighting. I've calculated that you need 14 people to win a faction assault, a faction onslaught. I'm going to call it faction assault by accident a few times, but it's called faction onslaught. You're going to need 14 people to win a faction onslaught. Within the first period, you need 12 to win it within the first 2 periods, and you need a minimum of 9 people, or you're going to have to purchase energy. Basically, that's how it works. And you can purchase energy up here like this. Buy, and this is probably going to be the cost that it's going to be for the the actual game. You get 9 attacks for the first periods. There are 3 periods, and there are like warm-ups and cooldowns between each period. Right now we're in the 2 or 3 minute warm-up. I think it's 3 minutes. And once it goes through the 3 minutes, you get to 30 minutes, and you get to spend your first 9 energy. If you, for some reason, were not here for the first 30 minutes period, and you arrive at the 2nd or the 3rd, your energy rolls over, so it basically adds up. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Fat Guy Derek, Danny Mercy, lots of XDDDR, the memes. What's up, guys? How you doing? Marcos as well. Hello. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Dimas. Hello, hello. Gonna be on and off. Yeah, I'm not only gonna stream this for a little while. Like I said, I've tried to make a video, but it's really hard to really show it and give an actual heavy representation of it. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to be like war. It does only look like it's going to have faction leagues standing, so you're going to be against people in other regions. Look, I'm in beta region 5, but these other beta regions are either beta region 1, 2 or 3 or 4. So it's going to be effectively a cross region faction leagues event. That's how it's going to work. So the first period just started. I've got 30 minutes to do my first 9 attacks. If I get killed, it's no problem. Now, there are bonus points. We'll go through the bonus points. You get 100 for defeating an enemy. You get 25 for the first time you attack any enemy. You get 25 for attacking someone who has not lost a life yet. So if they've got all 4 of their lives. Defeat an opponent with fighters remaining. So basically, if you have people who survive, you're going to get a minimum of 10. But if you have all 5, you can get 5, and it's just multiplied by 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. No rush used bonus. This one's interesting. Sorry, I skipped one. Defeat an opponent using only your default weapons on every character. Now, I'm doing this in beta because I don't have any good weapons. But in reality, you probably wouldn't do this unless you're against some really low faction. But you wouldn't be in against a low faction because it's a league tournament. So you're going to be against people on your level most of the time. Defeat an opponent without using an adrenaline rush. Active skills can still be used. I mean, this doesn't get you much bonus, but I guess you have 30 minutes to do your attack, so you can take your time. If you take plenty of... Like, if you have 2 revives and you have heavy hitting blues, you could do double attacks with your weapons and get people like that. Be careful there. I know I've not had any problems personally. I know some people, I read some people had issues, but I've not had any problems. So basically you go through and you pick who you're going to attack. I think it's bugged at the moment. I'm not 100% certain. Because if you see my multiplier is 1.5 next to my name. I'm not a chicken at the top. It says times 1.5. If I attack somebody, it uses their multiplier next to them. So if I attack someone who's got a bad team... has anyone actually got a bad team? Pretty much no one's got a bad team on this faction. So I'll attack someone who's got 1.7, who's got blues. Who's that? What Jesus is that? I'll attack this team. S4. Okay, it's a 5-star, but it could have 6 stars behind him. It's cool. It's cool. Oh no, Lee too strong. Okay, I need to get someone on fire, please. Oh damn, damn. If she rushes, oh my god, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, it's good that he... Okay, I probably lost this. I've got no upgrades on my characters here. She's not gonna survive this. Nah. Wow, wow. There's no bad faction. There's no bad teams on this faction. That's great. Great testing. Great testing. Let's go for one of these teams then. Oh, it's a B+ team. Okay, so you'll get the gist. I've literally put no time into my team on beta because I don't see there to be much point. So you win an attack, and you get the points afterwards, and it does the breakdown of the points that I talked about before. So I'm getting points for winning. I'm getting points for the first time I have attacked this particular enemy. The first time this enemy has been attacked. Surviving fighter bonus. All 5 of my people survive, so I get 50 points. Default weapon bonus. I use default weapons, so I get an extra 30 points. But look at the multiplier. It's times 1, which is the opponent's multiplier. So that looks weird to me. That kind of looks weird. I think it should be my multiplier, not theirs. I don't know why it's the opponent's multiplier that determines my points. Don't look at these rewards so much. I think this is just in beta. Just so people who are in beta is promoting me to actually test this. This bag is literally a bug. Again, I've seen these bags before. But you only get faction and solo trophies. You don't get anything else from this. I haven't seen... There's no milestones here for points. There's no like local tournament rewards. There's no progression rewards. Nothing like that. But this could come into the main game too. What's up, Leroy? Strig. How you guys doing? Shroom. Gaming King. Hello, hello. World News. Hello, hello. What's this? I'm so mad right now I can't get into my main region because beta broke my game and it's wasting time for my milestone trophies and top rewards. I've not had any issue, but I have read other people have had issues. I'm not sure how you could fix it, if I'm honest. I mean, if you uninstall the game and install it on an iOS device, you should be okay because it will install up to the most recent upgrades. It's because you're on beta and then there's issues with your beta, basically. And then what you can do is you can just continuously attack that opponent. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eliminate this guy quickly. He says, oh my god, the double revive. Watch me lose this. Target the shit. Target the revive. Target the revive. Good. Jeez. Okay. We'll attack again. So they've got 2 lives left. Let's take out the revive first, shall we? So they've got 1 life left, and then after I eliminate them, so you'll see they've got 0 lives left. They can still attack. Oh, I did it again. We're good. We're good. We're good. Like, unupgraded 6 stars. Do have good stats, but that's about it. So, as you can see, the face goes red of the air's face, and they've got 0 lives on this side. These other characters have 4 lives. These other players have 4 lives. But if this person were to come back, they could still attack. If you're dead, if you've got no lives, it doesn't matter. It's the first team to get all of these lives away. So 92 lives versus 97 right now. Whoever was to eliminate all these, now as it's a one-on-one effectively, this isn't going to be done. Unless this person wants to actually burn gold to do this. It's going to actually happen after the hour. So yeah. I messaged Callie. Callie Sean, you mean, yeah? Callie Sean's a dude. I don't think they should have dropped this at the weekend, though, if I'm honest. I think I have a 5-star pool. I've got 3! Let's go, guys. This beta region's 5-star pools. Ooh. Oh my god. Ooh. We get Morgan and Sun. Pretty funny. None of these are dupes, guys. It's great. Okay, and I actually get some upgrades there. So, like, if I take you to faction leagues, it basically has matched us against these. Like, Gorillas or Guerreros are in it. Ragnarok are in it. I think Empire are in it. So, it's all the people who are in your faction league who you get matched against. That's basically how it works. Yeah? It's strange. It is strange. So there's no milestones. And you do get solo trophies. Let's look at the events. You can see the trophies you get here. You get 25 faction trophies and 15 solo trophies for each individual fight. So right now, I think it's each individual fight. Let me just check. I have to win one of these. This is going to be hard because my team's trash. Might be able to win this one. Let's take out him. Oh, spread it. Spread the fire. 3 Nayas is actually pretty fun with the fire spread. Lovely. Can I spread it back? No, I can't. That would have been too much. Is he... Okay, bleed. Okay, he should burn at least. Please die. Oh my god, he's going to revive. Oh, non-upgraded rush doesn't revive. Okay, good to know. Okay, so I've won this one, and I've won it flawlessly. And does it show me the rewards here? Or is it on the next screen? I think it's the next one. Okay, so yeah, I get the 25 and the 15 here. So it's per individual win. And you get 9. You're going to get a lot of trophies if you participate, that's for sure. You're going to get a lot of trophies if you participate. I think this guy is actually buying energy. That's hilarious. I'm fairly certain this guy's bought energy. Let me see. No, he's done 9 attacks. Okay. But you can see the multiplier next to people's pictures to see how many points you're going to get. So if I was to attack this character, I would get 5.5 multiplier. I'll try. It's going to be difficult. Oh, it might not. It might not actually. It said they were tier 1, level 1, but I'm pretty sure that's a lie. Definitely a lie. Spread the fire. Spread the flames. Bleed. Okay. Spread the fire. Which way did he go? Can I spread it again? I can. No, I can't. Double the bleeds. And spread. Everyone's on fire. Bonus HP doesn't mean nothing. If I can, as long as I can survive, I'm good. Might not be able to survive, however. And everyone's on fire. I don't think I'm going to survive this. No. But I would get a 5.5 multiplier if I were to beat this team. I'm not sure how the multiplier is determined. If anyone can work it out, tell me. Because it just looks random at the moment. It looks like it doesn't even look like the best team. S8 here has a lower multiplier than S7. And it looks to be in like tiers. So there's like 1, 5.5, 2.2.1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1.9, 2, 1.7. It just seems kind of random. Yeah, it seems kind of random. I don't know. There's 1.2s on my side. I don't know what determines the multiplier. It says your team grade, but S8 doesn't have a higher multiplier than S7. Yeah, this is beta. This is the new game mode, which is called Faction Onslaught. It's probably going to be in beta for like at least 2 weeks, probably 4. We're probably not going to see this till November, end of October. It does look like it's just a faction league event. So you're just going to be competing against other people in faction leagues. Because there's no other leaderboard. And all of these teams are in the same faction league as me in beta. Like if I... And you can see the rewards are faction league stuff. League tokens. Oh, you actually get league tokens as rewards. That's good, if I'm honest. I kind of want league tokens to be rewards. The gold is probably just to promote people actually playing in beta. But this could be something that comes over to the main game too. And we could be getting gold rewards. It could be like 500 gold each for first, or like 1,000 gold each for first in diamond, you know, that sort of thing. But where does it say? I think it's here at the top. You can see Diamond League match rules. So it is 100% a league event, or a league tournament, should I say? So they might start bringing in league tournaments as well. Like if you check your solo league, you go to leagues and then solo. I've only just done my first attacks, basically, in beta for like weeks. They might bring in like raid tournaments that is just between you and these guys. I mean, they probably won't, because the current raid tournaments are region-based and solo leagues. I don't know. For the moment, they might just be doing Faction Onslaught as a league only, just in beta, just to test it. They could be widening it to be your region once it goes live. It could be cross-region in the future once it goes live. There's not much information on it. There's not much like what our plans are. You know, I read the post, and I mean, I'll read it again, but I can bring it up on the screen as well. Let's go to Faction Onslaught. So as it says, the Road to Survival team is excited to unveil a brand new faction tournament, Faction Onslaught. Is your faction ready? Read more for detail, or read on for details. Let me sure I don't scroll down too much. Faction, zoom in a bit so you guys can see. There you go. Faction competitions play an important role in Road to Survival. They are a way to coordinate with other players, dominate the leaderboards, and get valuable rewards. Historically, competitions occurred in regions where factions competed against their peers. Leagues gives players and factions a new way to interact, and Onslaught makes use of this by allowing factions to match against a far larger pool of opponents than previously possible. Possibly they could, but right now it depends on the how big your faction league is. So it is 100% by the looks of things just a faction league event by this wording. Okay. When designing Onslaught, the Road to Survival team wanted to take the best of existing faction competitions, add some interesting mechanics, and remove things that got in the way. We are excited that Onslaught allows everyone in your faction to engage in parallel, while also creating an opportunity to strategize and work together. So I think this is talking about the removal of towers. There are complaints that towers are too overpowered, you know, having 100%, 50%, 20% attack bonus, having generals who defend other people in terms of giving a defense bonus. This is just really basic and straightforward. It's exactly the same as raids. Your team is as powerful as it is in normal raids, so you can practice your faction onslaught power, you know, outside of raids, which is, I guess, quite cool. Also, there is going to be the fact that when you're dead, you can still attack. I don't know if any of you have ever had this. If you've been majorly focused in war, you can just be killed, and not really get, like, maybe get one attack off if you're focused. There's not much you can do, unfortunately. Whereas this, if you're focused, you can still attack. You can still do your 9 attacks. You don't need to have lives to attack. You just need energy to attack. Once all your faction uses all their lives up, but everyone gets killed, then it's over. You've lost. As long as, well, I think you can also draw. We'll read through. It's helpful to review the terminology before we dive into Onslaught mechanics. Battles are player versus player combat, so that's basically the raiding element, with teams of up to 5 characters on each side. Your faction fights against an opposing faction in a match. A match consists of multiple periods. Okay, we've gone through this in terms of it's got 3 periods, and it's a match. Yeah, indeed. You can fight in Onslaught matches while the event is running. Okay, there are 4 elements. Okay, there are 4 elements to Onslaught: lives, energy, timing, and points. Let's walk through each one. Each player starts a match with a number of lives. You can only attack opponents that have 1 or more lives remaining. Similarly, you can only be attacked if you still have lives left. So, like, if I've lost all my 4 lives, I can no longer be attacked, but I can still attack, as it says here. You can still attack other players even when you have no more lives left. Okay. You use energy every time you attack another player. Everyone in your faction and in the opposing faction gets the same amount of energy at the beginning of a match. Onslaught uses an energy mechanic that's a little different from other energies. Players start a match with an initial energy balance, and if matches extend to later periods, more on that in the next part, players get re-upped with more energy, and it goes 9 and then +3 +2, so up to 14 energy you get for the entire thing. Energy doesn't regenerate over time during periods, but you do keep unused energy when matches stretch into later periods. Your energy balance resets at the end of a match and does not carry over from one match to the next. There are no cans in this. That's also something to mention, that you can't get cans. So you can't get cans from world map, you can't do anything like that. You can't get cans from a roadmap. There's going to be no special events for cans. They may introduce cans in the future, or like 1 energy cans, basically getting a free 1 energy. We'll have to wait and see on that. Close to a win but ran out of energy. You can purchase energy for yourself, or you can purchase energy for everyone in your faction. Better yet, pull your faction mates back into the game and put their unused energy to work. Basically, the only way you can get more energy than you have is by purchasing it with coins. That's the only way you can get more energy. So the only way you can easily win a battle is by paying for more energy if you've got a small amount of active people in your faction in that particular fight or in that particular game, or by having more people active when you actually fight. So if you've got 20 people in your faction who are active, you don't need to buy any energy. You're going to win that without having to pay any coins. But if you've only got 5 people active, you're going to have to pay for energy if you actually want to win before the time runs out, pretty much. Okay, timing. On Onslaught, match has several phases: queuing, the warm-up periods, regroups, and a cooldown. I've timed it, and matches in Faction Onslaught last like 1 hour and 10 minutes unless you finish it early, which is quite a long time. You have to wait 5 minutes before being able to queue again as well. Your faction begins queuing when someone initiates matchmaking. Once an enemy faction is found, you enter the warm-up phase. During this phase, you can view the enemy faction and its players, but you can't attack yet. You may want to reconfigure... Oh, there's someone at my door. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Your faction begins queuing when someone initiates matchmaking. Once an enemy faction is found, you enter the warm-up phase. During this phase, you can view the enemy faction and its players, but you can't attack yet. You may want to reconfigure your own defense team, take a look at your opponents, and assemble a team that can withstand their attacks. During periods, you are able to attack opponents. Keep in mind you can only attack opponents that still have lives remaining. Your goal during periods is to generate as many points as possible by eliminating as many lives as possible. Each match has a maximum number of periods, and if neither faction has eliminated the other by the end of the last period, the match finishes without an elimination. So you don't actually get I think you don't get a certain bonus at the end if neither faction effectively wins. You get like a draw bonus, which is, I mean, yeah. You can't repair as well. This is something they've removed as well. There's something that a lot of people complained about in War was people could just endlessly repair, and this is a race to win rather than repairing to not lose, if that makes sense. So I think that's better, but people with coins will still be able to win faster because they can just buy more energy. The eliminated faction has until this timer expires to retaliate and to eliminate the other side's lives. Ending a match early and retaliating when you're eliminated is the best way to earn points. Points are the most important part of Onslaught. Your faction gets points every time someone defeats an opponent. There are some opportunities to get bonus points during those battles too, for things like defeating a new opponent or for having fighters stay alive through to the end of the battle. Let's scroll down a bit. Each opponent also has an opponent multiplier that modifies the battle points. I want to understand how this works. It modifies the battle points described above. Similar to League's trophy multiplier, this is based on a player's highest team grade. It doesn't look like that though. Players with stronger teams have higher opponent multipliers, so you can generate the most points when you defeat strong players. Okay, so if you've got really strong teams, you're going to get focused. Okay. Last up at end of match rewards, points. Your faction get a large number of points called the victory bonus for eliminating every single. I want to read the rewards as well. Eliminating every single life of the enemy faction. There's an even bigger survival bonus when you do this while preventing the other faction from eliminating all of your own lives. Survival bonuses are largest in early periods. Okay. Let's see this. I want to see what the rewards are going to be like. Because at the moment, I haven't seen anything in terms of rewards except for the league rewards. There's no milestones or anything like that. Onslaught is the first new tournament since League's released, and we leaned into Leagues when creating rule sets and rewards. Onslaught rule sets, lives per player, energy per period, timing and points can vary by faction league. Okay. As you move up in faction leagues, new bonus point opportunities are unlocked. You get more lives and have more opportunities to earn points. Higher leagues do not have expanded rule sets, but also not only have expanded rule sets, but also have better rewards. All Onslaught rewards are based on your faction's end of event ranking in your faction league. There is no region-based ranking or competition. Okay, so it's completely, that's confirmed, completely faction league based. So it's not regional. So potentially this could go on at the same time as other tournaments. Like you could have level up and this at the same time. And that's probably what's going to happen because level up is regional. It's kind of low pace. Okay, it's going to okay. Place high on your Onslaught Faction League leaderboard for valuable rewards, including Faction League trophies and league tokens. They're not really. Matchmaking will try to pair you with an opposing faction in a similar league. If we're unable to find a close match quickly, you may find yourself paired up with a faction in a different league in order to get into a match soon. When cross-league matchups occur, both factions play according to the lower league's rule set. We'll be monitoring the Onslaught experience and we'll make tweaks to improve matchmaking over time. We look forward to your feedback. So it doesn't look like there's any milestones. So there's no milestone rewards. So it looks like the rewards are lower. There are no milestone rewards. You do get league tokens. And league tokens can be spent in the league store, obviously. But I don't know. I'm not 100%. I need to see this live really to say how good this could be, but it looks like your faction's going to have to be much more active. You're going to be getting more stressed out basically because you're going to be in battles where you're not in battles. Like you could be like out for dinner with your family and your faction's in one of these and you need to battle. Whereas in war, I said this I think earlier, I can decide I want to war for the next 4 or 5 hours, and you put 4 or 5 hours in, and then you're like, guys, I gotta go. I mean, you could still do that in this, but people are just going to see you're not active. I don't know. There's going to be a different opinion on that. We're going to have to see how it is live. What's up, GBZ? What's up? How's it going? How's it going? But it looks like we're going to be able to get the rewards to spend in this store. I've only got bronze in this, but you can spend it in this store. So that's good. I kind of hope that they give us an opportunity to earn league tokens another way. So it looks like we're going to be able to earn league tokens in this event. That's the upside. But it's going to have to be substantial. It can't be what it is here. 300 is really, really low. Like, these can't be correct. This is going to have to be like hundreds. It's going to have to be thousands to really be worth it. If there's no milestone rewards, I don't know. There are attack rewards right now that are pretty decent, but I think they're just beta only. Did I beat this guy? Yeah, I beat this guy. Bleed. Burn. Bleed. Okay, Koa's dead. So is Beth. Okay, spread. Spread. I can't spread. Bleed. It's gonna rush. Dead. Okay. So these are the main rewards you're gonna get in this, pretty much. I'm not sure what they're gonna be when it goes live though. That's the only thing. I'm not sure what it's gonna be when it goes live. Are these in beta? It's amazing. You know, if you got that every battle in reality, that'd be cool. But you could potentially get 5-star tokens and 4-star weapon tokens as rewards every single fight. But it could be like 50, you know, and 20. You know, less than 10% of what you're seeing here. So don't look at these numbers and say, oh yeah, no, that's amazing. It's probably not going to be anything like this. So look, you can see in 1 minute the first period ends. As you see up here, period 1, duration 30 minutes, you get 9 energy. I'm not going to spend 1 of my energy, and you're going to see my energy go up to 4. It should go up to 4. Let's see. Let's have a little wait and see. If your team has higher level tunes, the multiplier will be bigger. Yeah, true, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. Oh, level. It's level, not S rating. Because look, Spider Pig here has got S7 and has a 5.5 opponent multiplier. And fucking Lisa has 2.1, but has S8. And then we have... I mean, in a way, it does scale. You can see it scaling down. The bottom is... It does go generally... as it goes higher, but there are some mismatches, like you can see it goes S5 plus, S4 plus, but it's generally going up. But there are ones where it's not. I don't get it. I don't fully understand that. And then there's a break between each period. I'm not sure why. I think it's trying to calculate if you've won or not, because this is effectively cross-region, and it's going to be plucking teams out constantly. I think the design, the technology behind this is awesome though. Like how far it's come in terms of being able to find opponents. That's cool. That's really cool. More stress. Yeah, I think so. Only 350 tokens for store. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't take these you know, I think these are really high, so I don't think the faction trophies are correct. League tokens, these could be low. They could be a little bit higher than this. Who knows? It could be a daily tournament or something. They could run it every day. It'd be like... I don't know. I just think the game is very time consuming as it is. This seems mega time consuming because you're not really given any rest. You know, and it can, a lot of pressure can be put on you by your faction in terms of actual, you know, taking part. You'd rather a couple of hundreds season tokens for the characters. That's the only way, in my opinion, that it's worth it. The gear mods tokens are given out decently anyways. They are sort of, but... Oh, you mean in the... Just in general, not in the store. Because in the store, you run out of the League store tokens really quick. Like, you don't get enough to get the best stuff. Like, you can't get 3 gold mods every week. You do run out eventually. Unless you're, like, in the very top leagues. You're going to run out eventually. So then it does a couple of cooldowns. Gathers the results. I'm not really sure how that works. You can see our lives. How many lives we've got left. The points we've got left on each team. Like I said, eliminated opponents can still fight. So if any of the, you know, if this 10k came back, they'd still be able to battle. They'd still be able to gain points. It's a shame there's no milestones there. There should be milestones, in my opinion. Maybe they're just trying to calculate what the milestone should be with the beta test. That could be possible. So it looks like there's 2 1-minute cooldowns and a 1.5 minute cooldown. So it's 4.5 minute break between periods. I'm not sure why that is. There's going to be some reasoning behind it. Let me just check the forums again. No, it doesn't have anything about cooldowns really. It just says there are cooldowns. Okay. Interesting. So you'll see my energy's gone up to 4. So it has added the 1 energy I had left over from the 9 to the 3 of the period 2. So if you forget to spend energy, or if you are late, or if you turn up, you know, a later period, you'll be able to battle later on. Yeah, pretty much you're going to see more inactive than you actually are. Exactly. It's just going to look like you're inactive. You know, I don't think people spend hours and hours and hours on this game. You know, I spend like periods of time on this game, and then I have like 4 or 5 hours gap. Then I'll spend maybe an hour spending all my energy. 4 or 5 hours gap. Now I jump on a couple of times a day. I'm on emulator, so it's just running 24/7. But I alt-tab to it when I see my energy's high, basically. The only time I'm ever logging in on a regular basis is like SR for every 2 hours, just quickly get through my energy. I'm just getting Revive, Ty, and Barker in my regions. The rest is just too much, especially with War this weekend. Oh, you mean this? These rewards, yeah. It's cool. It's cool that they're handing out these in beta, but yeah, I just wanted to test it out, guys. I think it's going to need real testing in a live environment. I'm not sure yet how good this is going to be. You know, potentially this could be fun, but I think there could be a lot of like people stressing out at inactivity. It could look like there's only 6 or 7 people active in a faction at a time. Obviously, this will cause complaints within a faction. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how they could combat it. I think they've tried to remove sign-ups. I guess they went to the drawing board in terms of all the complaints people had about War, where people couldn't sign up. They wouldn't get enough sign-ups. So they've removed sign-ups and totally. It's just everyone's in the War. Everybody. They've removed repairing. You can't repair. Like once you've lost your 4 lives, you've lost your 4 lives. But you can still attack. So that's cool. Once you've lost all your lives of your faction, you're dead. That's it. Done. So if the other faction were to beat my faction to take all our lives, once this 13 minutes is over, we would lose. However, if we were managed to come back in that 13 minutes and take all their lives as well, it would effectively be a draw, and it would just come down to points. And then your points are just added to the leaderboard. And I think you get, like I said here, the bonuses Victory bonus is only 10k, so the difference isn't going to be that massive. Survival bonus 50k, 20k, 10k, depending on which period you actually win in. So yeah. So I thought I'd just take a look at this, guys. But I'm gonna shut down the stream pretty quickly. It's only gonna be a short one. It's only 40 minutes. But this is Faction Onslaught, which is in beta right now. You can sign up to beta. If you check my last video, I did a video about how to sign up to beta. There's a link in the description of that video. There's a link that I pinned to the top of that video. Check that out. I released it earlier today. It's just talking about the beta update, basically. But do be aware there are some people who are having issues in Faction Onslaught or in beta. When they sign up to beta and they update to the beta account, like the beta client, they can't come back to their normal region. I've not had that issue, but some other people have. So I just thought I'd bring this to your attention, guys. I was trying to make a video earlier, and it's just there's a lot of stuff to look at, and a lot of it's like not 100% known what you can do. Once this fully gets released, and I'll get some test footage, and then I'll release something on it in terms of what I think about it. But it's gonna, I hope it's gonna be good. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm really on the fence about it. I know there's a lot of potential for this to not be very good, basically. So yeah, this stream should be up within 20 minutes. Sorry, within a couple of hours. It takes like an hour to fully render by YouTube. YouTube a bit slow. But I'm going to shut down my stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Enjoy War this weekend. Good luck. And if you get your pulls in the anniversary token wheel, I wish you the best of luck and get something really nice. A 6-star rare character would be really, really cool for you. But that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.